When I think of a champion, what I think of greatness is someone that is inevitable, and it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, because I think people forget in 2023 when you faced the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, didn't end like you wanted. But you actually put that moment as the wallpaper on your cell phone.
Yeah.
Is that still on your cell phone, or what do you have now as a wallpaper?
It hasn't changed.
Number one in your program and number one in your heart.
How you doing?
This morning, one-on-one with Jalen Hurts. After taking home the title last season,
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
the Eagles now with a clean slate, hoping to fly to another Super Bowl victory.
You know what? Take these cards. I don't need these cards.
She
I don't
ready?
need these cards. I don't need these cards. I don't need no stinking script. I'm talking to Jalen Hurts. That is the home of the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles, ladies and gentlemen.
And a new season begins.
Here at the Eagles practice facility, Jalen's been putting in the work and training around the clock.
Sitting across from me right now is the reigning Super Bowl MVP. So how does that impact you going into the season, having won it all last year?
The only way it impacts me is that it's in the past, you know. It's in the past, and it's something that will not help me accomplish anything in this upcoming season. So when I really, really think about it competitively, you know, the drive is always going to be there. The passion is always going to be there. And the desire to grow is always going to be there. And so as long as those things are there, and, you know, what's done in the past doesn't really matter. About onward and forward and trying to be the best version of yourself you can be and be the best leader and quarterback and be for the team.
So you don't feel any pressure when, you know, fans are like back-to-back. They want the back-to-back championship.
Yeah, it's you know, everyone has that perspective, and I know everybody's hungry for certain things to come into reality, but as a player, you take it one game at a time. And so that's what we're doing.
And you talk about evolving, and you have always been about that. And so how, people always want to know, an elite athlete like yourself, what drives you?
What drives me? You know, I think passion is one thing that'll always have to be there for you to do something that you love. It'll have to be passion. It'll have to be the reflection of all the late nights and early mornings, the time invested, the equity put in. That drives me because it's important. And the ultimate goal of doing something bigger than yourself and it being a team game and, you know, being a very pivotal, being in a very pivotal position on the field and making sure, you know, everything is in where it's supposed to be. And so those things drive me, and I take great pride in all three of those things.
My daddy always used to say to me, you know, when I was going, he goes, daughter, recharge the battery.
Yeah.
So what did you do in the off season to be able to be fresh and to recharge for a new season?
I just had some time. I had some time to myself, had some time to my family, and had the opportunity to really recharge of what's to come. You know, it's a very, very rigorous grind. Everything, you know, and when you play for a while, and you're playing into the Super Bowls and you're playing for championship games, that means your seasons are longer and your breaks are shorter. But it takes what it takes in the end. You know, I don't want to look back and say I didn't do something or have regrets on what if I would have. It's just about giving it everything that I have truly right now, and as you say, evolution, embracing the things that kind of come along the journey of my evolution.
And I understand, like many of us, you have a gratitude journal that you list what you are grateful for. So what are you most grateful for at this point in your life?
I'm just grateful to honestly have the opportunities I have in front of me, have great people around me, and just, you know, this season of becoming, you know, we're all becoming something.
I like that. We're always becoming something. It makes me think of Mrs. Obama and her book Becoming, because you always are looking forward.
Yeah.
The Birds stepping into the season with this classic Philly play. which recently pushed its way past a proposed ban.
I know what I look forward to. Push, push in the bush. Tush push. Tush push. It's alive. You know, people try to take it down again.
They did.
I know. So what is it? What is it about that particular play that has gotten such recognition?
It might be what they, named it. I didn't name it that. So I think we do such a really good job of it. It's something we've kind of began and it stuck with us, and I think every team has that one thing that makes them unique, and there are a lot of elements to our team where you could point and say that, but that's definitely one of them.
Yeah, tush push. Yeah, it is. Even Michael, he got into a heated debate on Good Morning America about it, but we were on your side. We were on your side. And he was like, you all have perfected it, so it's effective, so why does everybody just learn how to do it?
Yeah, well, it's something that kind of began here.
Yeah.
And like I said, every team has that one thing that makes them unique, and you can do different things that kind of create a splash in the game, and that's just so happened to be ours.
And it has gotten a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Have the utmost respect when everybody is putting everything that's going on in their lives on social. You have been able to maintain a personal, private life. And I just want to say congratulations on tying the knot, being married.
Thank you.
Okay, the new title of husband, will that affect your play at all? Or how could it impact you going forward on this season?
Well, it's, you know where your strength comes from. You know where your strength comes from. You know where your rock is. And those are the things that always give you encouragement anytime you step into something.
Jalen's work on and off the field with his foundation, leading him to the Breakfast of Champions.
How does that make you feel?
Man.
Does it make you
Proud
feel
of
like
you.
a champion?
Yeah, really happy for you.
Thank
I mean,
you.
I know as a small-time athlete, there's certain things that you dream of being able to see yourself, but you got a new season and you have a new partnership. Can you tell us about the cover right here? I mean, the Breakfast of Champions. 100 years, the greatest athletes have been on the cover. What does it mean to you?
It's very nostalgic to me. It's very nostalgic just thinking about my childhood and the icons that have graced the box, and so many that I've learned from, that I've used as a template for myself to grow, to embrace, to work, all these things. So to represent it now, it wasn't even about the cereal, it was about what it represented. And so I think that was what moved me, just seeing the icons of the past and the teams of the past, all the iterations of it come, and just read and learn. It's special, and I think as a kid, that's something that you don't think about. I can't tell you that I ever dreamed of being on a Wheaties box I looked at when I woke up in the mornings and ate cereal. It's just something that kind of came into fruition because of those icons that I followed after.
True champions are inevitable. It's not a matter of if, but when. Tell us about that. What you mean by that?
Yeah, that to me is something that describes and speaks towards resilience and work ethic and determination. And when I think of a champion, what I think of greatness is someone that is inevitable, and it's only a matter of time. It's not a matter of if, but it's a matter of when. When the opportunity meets all of the preparation and determination you've had towards it.
Yeah, and you put in the work for it, so when it happens, get ready for your suddenly. That's what I like to say. This is not only because of what you've been able to accomplish on the field, but also, Jalen, what you do off the field. I know you got a children's book that you're working on, and that your foundation does a lot of work with schools here in the Philly area. So what do you want when a kid's going to take this box, going to be sitting there, looking at your picture? What is your ultimate hope for that child?
to represent something that they can follow and they're happy to follow. I know as a leader and who I am, everybody's not going to follow you, and that's something that I'm perfectly fine with. I believe that everyone has a choice to follow who they please. I just like to set what I feel is the right example of having high character and being able to go out there and earn everything that comes your way. Because nothing's given to you. Nothing's ever going to be given to you. You got to go earn it. And in some regards, you have to go take it from a competitive standpoint. So.
Yeah, and anybody who knows your story, your backstory from college to where you are right now, what is the one thing, the one attribute that you possess that got you here and here?
I'd say resilience. I think they're all connected a little bit. I think resilience, I think perseverance, determination, obviously having high faith and having work to back it up, and just this ability to figure it out in a matter of time.
You were patient and persistent, man. You did not give up. And I know that what is it that you want to accomplish this season?
Every team goes into it with the same goal. As you go throughout the year, you learn more about yourself. You learn more about the teams in the league. And everything kind of goes as it goes, but you always look inward. And so, how we start today won't be how we finish. It's just a matter of embracing the journey along the way of that, and then figuring it out in the end and saying, hey, are we at our best when we need to be our best? And so, every year you want to come in and win championships.
Yeah, because I think people forget in 2023 when you faced the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, didn't end like you wanted, but you actually put that moment as the wallpaper on your cell phone.
Yeah.
To remember that moment, to remember that feeling. Is that still on your cell phone, or what do you have now as a wallpaper?
It hasn't changed, but I'll say that I didn't need to necessarily to remember. It just was a extra sense of motivation for myself, while saying that those are the things I think you hold on to. I think those are the things that you hold on to and you use regardless of, successes or shortcomings and different lessons that you run across. It's just, use those things. You got them as tools, why not? Yeah.
Well, I hope your wallpaper is your beautiful wedding. That's what should be your wallpaper. I tell you
Got
what.
enough of those pictures.
You keep them to yourself.
Thank you.
Hey, Jalen, thank you so much.